chieftains that would have been buried within sight of the monument itself. In its early days of its evolution, people were actually buried amongst the stones. There's been cremated remains of humans, founded here. But as a little bit later, people weren't, buried in it itself. They were buried within sight of the monument itself. So there it is, folks. Now, the amazing thing about Stonehenge, as I mentioned before, is that it is aligned with the solar calendar. The two solstice days of the year, 21st of June and the 21st of December, which is tomorrow, of course. On the 21st of June, the sun rises at a point where it shines directly down the middle of the avenue of the monument itself. And on the 21st of December, the sun sets exactly 180 degrees opposite to the summer solstice. Right, so, it was probably at a time when Neolithic man was having these realizations. They suddenly worked out that the sun actually had a pattern, to its coming and going. It came and it went, and it came in some parts of the year where it stayed in the sky longer than others. And they probably would have counted the number of times that it came up and went down, and figured on the length of the year. This was probably very important stuff, in Neolithic times. An amazing sort of advancement, in realization and knowledge. And the monument was probably built, to celebrate that. So there's a good view of it there, folks, on the right. As you can see, people walking around the monument itself. That's what we do. We don't actually get amongst the stones themselves. We can do that in two times a year on the solstice days, 21st of June, 21st of December. The monument becomes open to the public, and we can get in the stones, right, inside, as we call it. I came here and did that 7 years ago now. I came in the summer solstice. Quite amazing. About 15,000 other people all doing the same thing. A lot of druid type people. A lot of people do think that the monument was built by druids. That's not true. The druids came much later than the actual history of the monument itself. But and a lot of people got their own explanations of why it's here. Some people think it was a landing site, for aliens. You're always going to get the people who like the extraterrestrial aspect. Sort of a marker on the ground where aliens would line up when they arrive to. But you see the landscape here. Look at it; it's completely barren. Mostly of trees. Largely. It's kind of changed quite a bit. Anyway, folks, that's the monument itself. As you can see, we're still driving. We'll get ourselves now to the visitor centre, which is about 1.5 miles from the monument itself. And then when we get to the centre, we get on the shuttle buses, and it's just a 5-minute ride on the bus, and it'll take you to the stones. They do provide us with like an audio guide, handheld thing, where you punch in the numbers and listen to the commentary on the audio guide. And then walk around the stones. You get back on the bus and come back to the visitor centre. As I say, you don't need a lot of time here. Get around and have a good look at it.